guys, I'm Michelle with Be Empowered Yoga. This is your 30-day yoga challenge series, day 22. Are you ready to keep flowing? Let's do this. I want you to grab a scarf or a belt or something long that you can grab onto and extend those arms out with. We're going to take our beginning of this sitting down in our nice easy sitting pose here. Go ahead, place those hands on those knees here. Close those eyes, take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling. Really feel yourself sitting on these sits bones here as you begin to waddle yourself around in a circle here, going from front to back, feeling those sit bones underneath of you. Breathing in this. Starting to add those shoulders in as they guide you around. Deepening this circle, almost as if you're doing a little groove down on the floor. Adding those shoulders and elbows, guiding you through this and pushing around. Gently here as we move that spine, coming back up to center, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Great job. Let's move around and see the other direction nice and gently here as we warm that spine up. Beginning to circle around. Breathing. And coming back as we work into those shoulders here. Work those elbows in. Really do this nice little funky dance on the ground. Breathing and coming back up to center. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, come down into this nice arch back in front of you. Dropping that head down and then arching up that spine here. Breathing. Arching yourself up. Placing those hands, one hand step behind you, raising that heart to the sky. Even opening the mouth here and allowing that stretch to go a little bit deeper. And coming down as we round forward, bringing those elbows right and stacked in front of those legs here. So dropping them down, stacking them forward, rounding that back out, and then dropping and gazing forward. Rounding here as we stay nice and contained in our little ball. Breathing in this. Great job. Coming back up to a nice sitting position. Let's drop that head down, rolling it over to that left side. Rolling it down in front of you, over to that right side. Lifting up, dropping back. Now let's open that mouth again. Really opening up. And dropping down. Dropping up. And rolling over to that left side, back behind you, over to the right. Lifting up. Great job. Let's go ahead and take your fancy scarf, your belt, or your strap. Extend it out in front of you, lifting up here nice and tall, lifting that spine up to the sky, coming on down behind you. Breathing here, let's twist over, looking at that right side of your body. Breathing in this. And coming back to center. Lifting up, extending nice and tall and high. Coming down in front of you, twisting over, breathing here, and coming back to center, lifting up and over, breathing in this, up and over, turning over to that right side now in the front, breathing into this. So that strap is in a nice little line here with that short edge of your mat. You're doing a nice twist here. It started engaging those abdominal areas. Pulling it in nice and tight, sitting up nice and tall, coming back to center, lifting up and over. Breathing here, turning over to that other side. So really twisting into this. Staying nice and strong here. As you pull those abdominals, engaging that belly button in towards that spine. Coming back to center, lifting up and over. Great job. Now moving into our tabletop position. Working into this a little bit here. Extending those fingertips like they're starfish. Planting them on your mat here. Breathing into this, arching that back up, and then pushing back into a child's position. Extending those fingertips out like you're shooting little bright sparkly lasers towards the end of your mat. And then coming up into a cat back, dropping down into our cow belly. Let's do that again. Pushing back into our child's position here. Keep those fingers extended. Coming up, putting all that pressure on those fingertips here. Breathing into this, arching that cat back, dropping that belly. Great job. Extending that right leg out behind you. Planting those toes down. Pushing back into this a little bit so you feel a nice calf stretch here. Breathing. Starting to open up these muscles here. Enjoying this nice feeling. And then turning into this nice side table pose here. Lifting that shoulder up, stacking those shoulders here so you can plant this hand on that hip here or raise the arm up to the sky. Make sure you're not drawing that shoulder back behind you. We're going to work more into our abdominals today. Tightening that abdominal area now, lifting that right leg up. Pushing that heel out to the wall behind you. So really pushing out with that heel, engaging those abdominals here, dropping that toe down, lifting it up. Breathing, coming down and up a few times. And engaging that belly button. Bringing that hand down, all the way down. Extend out, push back with that heel. Be careful of your Achilles here. So coming forward and back, just nice and gently to open that area up. Bring that knee back in, moving into the other side, extending that left leg here. So tucking those toes under, coming over to this nice side pose, bringing that hand to that hip or above so those shoulders are nice and stacked. You can lift that leg up here now, tightening those abdominal areas, pushing that heel back behind you, breathing into this. So tightening up, dropping that foot down and lifting up here, dropping down, tightening up. So this is going and working into that lower area of those abdominals. If you're not feeling it, engage. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Bring that left hand down. Let's open up and push back into our nice wide child's position here. Breathing in this nice child's pose. Enjoying this lovely feeling. Coming up into that nice arched cat back here. Tucking those toes under, pushing back into a downward dog. Walking this dog out, opening up. Even bending those hips in a little bit deeper. Breathing. Feeling this nice opening feeling. Dropping those knees down, arching that back, pushing back into a child's position. Inhale up here. Exhale down into your hero's pose. Nice job. Let's go through that again. Inhale up. Exhale down into a puppy pose. Arching into that cat back. Tuck those toes under. Push back into your downward dog. Looking forward into this. Coming down into our dolphin position. Breathing in your dolphin. Coming forward into your dolphin plank. If you need to, go ahead and readjust this a little bit. Breathing here. Starting to work into those abdominals a little bit deeper. Enjoying this feeling. Extending that left arm here, like you're going to shake somebody's hand so that thumb is up. Breathing into this, staying nice and strong, pulling those abdominals in. Bringing that left hand back in. Turning over onto that left side. Extending that right arm up to the sky. So remember, we want to keep those shoulders stacked here. Dropping that bottom down towards the ground. Placing that hand on the hip and lifting up. Breathing in this. Lower and lift. So the bottom doesn't need to come all the way down. You're going to feel it in this nice side area as we work those side core muscles. Breathing, staying tight, staying strong. A few more times as you move through this. Breathing. Lift that arm up. Bring those toes back to center, coming back over to the other side. Breathe. Great job. Now extending that right arm here, shaking a hand in front of you. Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you. Dropping down, coming over to the other side. Stack those shoulders up here. Breathing in this. Dropping down, place that hand onto that hip. Lifting up. Moving through this as you lift and lower that hip. Staying strong through this. Breathing as you work those side core muscles here. Engaging that abdominal area. Bringing that belly button into the spine. Remembering to breathe and feed those muscles. Coming back to center. Woo! Drop those knees down. Lifting up into a nice Sphinx pose. So lowering that pelvic down. Keeping those hands planted on the mat. And lifting up nicely here. Feeling everything just relax. Don't enjoy that too long though. As we come back up. Tuck those toes under. Lift back up into your dolphin plank. Push back. Almost as if you're going to go into your dolphin, but not quite up high enough. So push that bottom up. Coming back forward. Bottoms up and forward. Moving through this a few times. Find a drisky in front of you as you breathe, lifting up, lowering, breathing up, lowering and breathing. Moving through this, engaging that core. Do you feel it yet? Are you building any heat? I sure hope so. Working through this. Tuck that belly button in nice and tight. You are nice and strong here. You've got this. Let's go. A few more times. Breathe. And down. Hold this dolphin here. Drop that pelvic down. Whew. Lift up into your Sphinx position. Great job. Taking some nice deep full breaths here. Just releasing that abdominal area. So as we lift up, we're stretching those abs out here. And it feels so good. Walking yourself all the way up and back into our extended child's position. Keeping those hands in those starfish pose. Grounding that nose, tip, and forehead to the mat. Breathing here. Walking yourself up. And inhale, coming up. Exhale down into our puppy pose. Breathing in this puppy pose. Feeling that nice stretching here. Arching up into that cat back. Tucking those toes under. Pushing back into your downward dog. Breathing in this downward dog here. Engaging that abdominal area even. Breathing. Full, long, deep breaths. Enjoying this feeling. Nice job. So coming back into that dolphin pose. Keeping that gaze forward as you come into your dolphin plank. Let's do our baby dolphins here. So just bottoms up a few times. Re-engage that core. Stay nice and strong. Stay focused. You're only quitting when your mind quits. Don't listen to it. Breathe. One more. And down. Staying in this dolphin plank here. Moving into our side dolphin. So turning onto that left side. Lifting that right arm up. Breathing here. And then scooping underneath of you. Holding here. Staying nice and strong. And then lifting up. So if you want to take your scarf here, you can lift it up. Throw it behind you. Come on up. Reach for that scarf. Lifting up. Throwing behind. Coming back up. One more time. Grab back. Lift up. Throw it back behind you. Come back to dolphin. Plank. Breathe. Other side. Breathing in this nice side dolphin. Grabbing that scarf. Lifting up. Reaching back behind you. Throwing it there. Lifting up. Now when you're throwing back and grabbing here, I really want you to engage. not just toss it back there. So hold it back here, engage. If you need to, set that hand down just as a quick reminder to engage and pull up. A few times, set it back, hold it up, coming back, engage, pick it up. One more time, bring it back, hold it here, lifting that hand up, bring yourself back to center, hold this dolphin plank, breathe. Full deep breaths. Stay focused. You've got this. Holding for just a few more moments as you stay nice and strong here. And drop those knees down. Woo-wee. Great job. Moving into that Sphinx pose, stretching those muscles out. Breathing nice and full. And enjoying every moment of getting stronger. You're a rock star. Coming on up, tucking yourself back into your child's position. Extending those arms out here. Inhale up into your hero's position. Breathing. You're doing really good. Inhale up, moving through our little sun salutation here. Coming forward into that puppy pose. Arch that cat back, tuck those toes under. Push back to downward dog. Bring those knees down as you arch into that cat back. Push back into child's pose. Sitting up into heroes. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Puppy pose. Arching that cat back. Tuck those toes. Downward dog. Breathing in this dog. Dropping those knees down. Pushing back to child's position. Great job. Coming on up. Sifting yourself over to the side. Moving into, of course, my favorite, boat position. So sitting up nice and tall in this boat, that spine is nice and strong here and long. Let's get it. Placing those hands down here. Extending those legs straight out. So you're nice and anchored in this. Breathing. Grabbing your scarf or your belt here. So we're going to use it just as a base point. It's not really doing much for us except for giving us something to hold on to. So staying tight and strong in the center, keeping that back nice and straight here. So coming over to one side, anchoring down with this scarf. Breathing here. Holding. So you're really engaging this opposite side that you're twisting into. So breathing into this, engaging, lifting that up, engage. Coming over to that other side, engage here, so you're pulling this side. Breathing. Woo. If you're shaking, that means you're getting stronger. Coming back to center, hold on. Over to the other side, breathe here. If you need to, drop down, come back up. You're okay. Breathing, come back to center. Come over to the other side. Holding. Back to center. Drop those knees down. Sit up on, nice and tall. Breathe here. Place that scarf down. Scoot yourself. Lying down on the mat. Planting those hands nice and strong. Remember those starfish? Let's find them again. Breathing here. Lying on this mat, placing that right heel and ankle over that left knee, as if you're making a 4 with your legs. Lifting your left leg up towards the sky, breathing here, carrying that left leg down, and lifting it up. So you're coming almost down to the mat, breathing in this, and lifting up. So now you're working that lower abdominal area. Breathing into this. Staying nice and strong. Working that body. Building those muscles. Mind and body. A few more times as you come up and hold. Holding here. Staying strong and breathing. Coming down. Holding. An inch off that mat. Breathing here. Dropping that leg down. Great job. And bringing that left leg to that right leg. So making a 4. Breathing here. Lifting that right leg up to the sky. We want to make sure that we have even sides, right? So let's make sure we do it correct. Breathing as you lift up, lower down. Getting stronger here. Building that core to keep you nice and tall. Keep you standing nice and straight. Keep those organs working properly because everything's where it should be. A few more times as you lift up and lower down. Breathing here as you lift up and hold. Breathe. Lower down. Holding an inch off the mat. Breathing here. Staying nice and strong. We're almost there. Dropping that leg down. Oh, great job. That was awesome. Bring those legs into your chest. Breathe here. Roll from side to side. And eventually roll yourself to one side. Lifting yourself up to a nice easy sitting position here. That was awesome. I'm so proud of you. Take a nice deep inhale. Bring those arms up. Exhale down to heart center. Inhale, shoot those arms up at center. Exhale, bring them down in. Thank you so much for joining me today. Staying strong. You rocked it. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.